So where to from here? Well, Permagon is going to flip now. Then the last city of Greece will fall next turn. Candy's going to flip, but I have no other easy in. I think Granada, Valletta, or these two Kevin cities are the next ones to flip. But whilst we're in a golden age on both of these people, it might be difficult to push through. And by the time we get into the next era, there's a really good chance that the AI will have started winning a science victory. I mean, look at this. Alexander is already onto satellites as before. So what I'm going to have to do is, whilst I'm building my culture in my frontier cities, so all of the cities that are adjacent to the borders of the AI, these are going to be focusing on theatre squares and making sure we have all of our delicious great works right on the front line. Luckily for me, looks like Greece is basically, apart from this city, build a theatre square in every single one. So that's really good. But apart from that, what I'm going to have to do is now focus in the back line on pure science. Are we in last still? Yeah, we're still in last. That's good. We're still 19 techs behind Macedon. Good. But if we now focus on campuses, we've got a really good range of decent campuses available to us. We can get a lot going. And luckily, Greece actually did build a few. Not many, but a few. We'll double it up. Some cities culture on the front line. Some cities science on the back line. We will tech up, make sure that we can throw some advanced flight planes. We're going to actually unlock aluminium soon. I'm going to leave Greece to this city. I'm going to let them keep this city, ideally, because it's not going to be, I mean, it's really helpful to push my culture through. So maybe that's not the one. Maybe I give them back a city later if I'm really seriously going for the culture victory. Yeah, actually, that's what we're going to do. We're going to push through, and then I'm going to release cities, let them flip, and then release them back to Greece. Yeah, let's do that later. But we need things like advanced flight and aircraft carriers to get over to Macedon to bomb their spaceports to stop the game from ending too quickly. Oh, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, dear audience, I don't know. This is seeing the AI really pushing its abilities at the moment. Salty Tech, welcome to this city. It's glorious. It doesn't have full artwork. That's a shame, isn't it? We can give you more artwork though. There you go. Keep pushing everything in. Let's keep on the pressure. We can do it. I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. Especially at 10 culture on a trade route. Delicious. That's the sort of trade route I can't get enough of. So now we are trading with 1, 2, and that's it. All right, we need to do better than that. More trade routes needed. All right, we are currently rocking an 84% chance in Granada to neutralize the governor, 90% on Foment and Rest, minus 35. We're still plus 17 in this city though. That's not ideal. Salty Tech is firing at full capacity, but until Candy flips, yeah, it might not be as good a target as I had necessarily hoped. That's not good, but I could steal tech, including computers. How far am I from the double tech booster? Not far, actually. Nuclear espionage is just there, so I could do kind of a lot of stuff. This is my really good spy. I don't want to risk them, so we're going to gain sources. Let's attack this with barbecue sauce and mayonnaise. You know, seeing as well Congress is just around the corner, I'm actually going to buy some. It's expensive, but if it gives me just a couple more votes and reduces other people's buying power, I might as well. This is weird. Normally you sell Diplo favor, you don't buy it, but hey ho, now I've got 400 rather than 300. It's a small bonus and it's used about 5 turns worth of gold, but hopefully that will do something good for me. So Greece is out of the game and Candy is now out of the game as well. As mentioned, I'm going to keep both cities. I'm not going to liberate Candy. I'm going to knock Greece out of the game. It actually helps me with city-states around the corner as well, which is really cool. Another aid request. Oh, that's helpful. Greece will not stand the test of time at so much era score. We can always bring them back into the game later. That's what you should remember. City-state emergency passed as well. I mean, I'm surprised that Zulu hadn't triggered one of those already. I really am. I need to run some of these aid projects myself, actually, because now there's 2. It makes perfect sense to. So we've got enough time to run 2 of those through. 2 in my capital as well. So that's 800 gold. I'll pop 2 into Mama Andy, and then we'll work it from there. It's balancing the victory types. I'm still going for culture. Culture is going to be a little bit trickier now that Candy's all mine. Speaking of, though, it's not Candy anymore. It's the Nickerman. And I can't even pronounce this city. Ephesus? Who knows what that is? All we know is it's Matthew Wilkinson. Of course it is. Makes perfect sense. Put a theatre square on that desert, thank you. Need to start getting national parks down, actually, now that I think about it as well. There's quite a few options available to us. Is that in Clint or Jono? That's actually in Jono. Okay, cool. Start whacking these down. They have the double effect of keeping me happy and also boosting my tourism, which is starting to climb. Granada is fully loyal. Valletta is fully loyal. This city is almost not loyal. Okay, this is the way in. Whose theatre square is this one? Angkor Wat's. Ah, damn. I think we're gonna have to wait until the era to go through, and that's gonna leave it really late, especially with Macedon around. All right, changing my mind. I'm actually gonna abort this mission and move you to the first and only available city. I've got another spy heading in this direction already, but they can put some sources down and then we can go immediately. I mean, this is the only one. This is on 1.2. Everything else around me is currently stable, which is so annoying. What can you do though? Sometimes you just have to accept that that's what it is. Time to vote. Okay, we've seen this one before and it was A, cultural. So let's go through that again. We haven't seen military advisory, but as you can see, it's only the me and the Ottomans. They're the only ones that can pick. They have modern armor armies. Oh my god, it's turn 172. The difficulty level on this is absolutely crazy. They are here in composites. What are you doing, Suleiman, you absolute rogue? They have nanotech. Oh my goodness, there's a real risk they might win this. Right, we're gonna have to go for melee. It's the most common one, and I'm gonna have to throw all my votes on that one because it's the least sure. We'll put 3 votes into cultural, 10 into melee. No, I'm gonna take 1 vote out there and put 2 votes, just a little bit more spread. You can have a look at the top, you can see it hasn't been refunded. That's a really good thing. Hopefully that means we've won 2 points. Fingers crossed. I'm crossing my fingers very hard here. Melee, cultural. We did not need to vote that hard at all. Oh, Suleiman played us like an absolute chad. Look at that. I'm sat here on 69. Nice. Did play favor and he's got 786. Oh, well, we're on 10. We're on 10 and we've got 4 available to us in the next 28 turns. And I am building Statue of Liberty, which I don't know if that's being built. It wasn't being built anywhere before. Not that I can see anyway. So fingers crossed no one's going to compete with me on that one. We'll see. I guess we'll just see. Mobilization goes into ideology. And then we're off into the really fun stuff. And we have a national parks. Beautiful. Basically gives us endless era score. Oh wow, look at that. The culture leader's already on a tier 4 government. Yep, you cannot hang around on this game mode. That tile has 9 food. That is flooded so much. Even with the farms around it. That's pretty crazy. Oh yeah. Second national park. To 435 tourism. I said we'd need to be about 2,000 and I still kind of agree with that assumption. Right now, we are picking up about 3,000 tourism per turn, which is enough to take 2 tourists. Kema is generating 7.5. So we're not even coming close to them at the moment. Yeah, huge improvements needed. Ideology. I can't build walls twice as quickly anymore. That sucks, but I've got another 30 science, which is cool. Don't need equestrian orders anymore. Why have I still got that in my government? I don't even know. Let's get logistics. Public works is still awesome. Raj, Machiavellianism. Probably Raj is maybe not the best card anymore, but I haven't really got any huge options to replace anything with at the moment, so that's fine for now. We are up to 300 gold per turn, even though I'm losing 142 from deals, so that side of things is looking pretty tasty. And my national parks are pushing my cities back into being happy, which I will be able to push over the threshold very soon with stadiums and aquatic centers. Yeah, that is amazing. Even though the city has maximum plus 20, their capital is only on 11 loyalty. If I can get tons of great works into that area, I might be able to push this, you know. There's not a lot of theatre squares in this area. That's the only problem. Angkor Wat itself has the theatre square, but I like the sound of that for the next era. If we can wait until Zulu and Kama have a Dark Age, we might be onto something here. Professional sports, done. Radio, done. I do have a source of aluminium. It's on a desert. It's fairly easy to get to. But, big but, look at all of the projects that have been run recently. This is within 7 turns. Kema is on 2,800. This is what I'm dealing with at the moment. Zulu and the Ottomans were the previous winners, but people are pumping aid projects out at the moment, and that is the issue. If I'm going to win a diplomacy victory, I have to get these points, but the AI is outproducing me massively. This is Sid Meier difficulty, 200% production bonus. That means the AI can pump those aid requests out left, right, and center, and there's nothing I can do apart from just try and fight back. I mean, as as best I can anyway. We're doing what we can. We are absolutely gunning where we can. Time will tell. Time will tell if we have enough in the tank to fight back. I'm going for social media to get online communities. We want that as quickly as we can. We're almost at 500 tourism. And I mean, you've seen already, we're nowhere near the tourism we need, but at least we have that. Oh, the world is flooding. I don't think I'm that vulnerable to flooding in my empire, but I need walls up as quickly as possible. I think most of the AI that could be affected by the sea is already starting to put walls up, although actually I can't really see many. Maybe not quite yet. This is really hurting my science output though. I've been meaning to try and build campuses across my empire and I can't because I'm just having to run aid requests. What is this? What's going on? I also can't spend my gold on things that improve my empire because I need to keep the gold in case the AI just generates tons and tons of stuff. My economy is being squeezed on all levels right now. This is a true challenge. Like, I'm trying to convey to you because I know you've been watching us around for a little while, right? This channel, hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoy what I put out. I like to think you do. Sometimes it's quite easy to just assume I'm going to win. Even I will admit that. Like, I'm quite good at this game and I've been playing it for some time. But this is honestly like a real problem for me. I do not know how I am going to win, and I'm thrilled by that. Like, I don't know how to explain this. This is genuine. This is genuine puzzlement about how on earth am I going to get through this one, because even the Diplo victory at the moment looks like it's going to be fought for. Really, really thought for. I'm not going to bother with the governor or the loyalty at the moment. I'm just going to actually start stealing tech boosts if I can. Anything that helps to put me back onto a level playing field with the AI. Foment unrest is successful. Of course it is. Of course it is. It was Alice. That's what they do. We've got sources active in this city. I think it's going to be this one next. Let's move over into this direction and get some sources down here. We're just sort of sending spies ahead of each other to try and push in where I need to crack going forward. I mean, whether or not this is going to work or not, I don't know. There's Hong Kong. Hoping Macedon doesn't kill these city-states like Zulu has been. What's that? National Park? Of course, National Park. We have 3 more aid projects being finished. That'll give me 600 gold, 2,100. So we need to retain at least 2,006, 2,800 gold. That is so much gold. That's assuming that no more projects are actually put into this, which is an unreliable thing to assume. Also, Kama up to 800 culture per turn. That's mad. That's absolutely mad. I should actually prepare the biosphere. 75 production cities, probably not a bad place for it. It needs to be on a river, so let's put the neighborhood here. The neighborhood itself is going to be totally pointless, but it means biosphere could be put on that tile. Right, I'm sorry, I need to spend some gold. This is a coal power plant, and that's all of my new cities are now improved quite considerably. Let's now get the arena going. Trade route now to the Ottomans, which is slowly increasing our reach across everyone here. Coal is selling for an absolute bomb at the moment. I think the AI's hit that point where it generally cannot get enough of it. Like, coal power plants everywhere. Don't complain. Don't complain at all. Macedon. Oh, look at that. That's like another 800 gold. Oh my lord. Look at this. If I go to Macedon, this is the crazy thing here, and I give him 4,000 gold, I haven't even taken over. Because look, Kema just got about 600 more over that turn, and there's only 2 turns left. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Okay, no, some of my aid projects just counted that, but still you can see the issue we've got here. I'm gonna have to give another grant. Like, we're just going crazy. We're having to just beeline this stuff right now, and we can't even worry about the Scythian project at the moment. Like, that's nowhere near. At least we have Adam Smith, eh? Adam Smith. Not particularly useful. Governors are not my weak point right now. Hey, I guess at least we can put curator into my capital city. You know, this thing I've just realized. This game I've worked flooding so well. The dams are everywhere, and I've probably contained about 6 dam flooding events. I really should have just not done that. Look how much gold Macedon has got. They've generated like 20,000 gold, and every turn they're gaining thousands and then spending it and just doing really well. This is just proof. Take the flood damage. Just be damaged by flooding, and then you get the gold from the aid request, and it's all good. There is literally no advantage at all to putting dams down. This is just vindication of all of those times where I haven't done it. Oh dear. Mad, isn't it? Mad. Just don't bother. I have 1,000 lead at the moment. Next turn is the last turn I can do something about it. We're just gonna have to wait and see, I think. Wait and see. One more foment and rest has gone through. The city's now loyal all of a sudden. Even though it's on 19 loyalty, it's loyal. I'm assuming that will disappear after one more project. Fingers crossed it'll tip down again. turn. Because flying Dutch burbs and Finickerman are gaining population. We should be able to put more pressure on soon, I think. We are, like a little bit ahead. I'm actually going to give like 240 gold, like that. Now, I think that means Kemmer would have to rush 5 projects in the same turn, I think. My maths is terrible. It's on the fly, but that's kind of where I think that leaves that. So, fingers crossed, they don't do that. Because if they do, that would suck. That would suck a lot. This is a good purchase for me, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Salty Tech is in range of this power plant, so we're going to get an aquatic center. And that now hits quite a few of my cities. Not all of them, but a lot of the important ones in the south. So that should start to push my cities into the ecstatic territory. Fingers crossed. Oh well, just as I was saying, we've actually got a flood in my land. Let's see if we can trigger an emergency for us, seeing as we've got thousands of gold pouring in from around the world. Steel tech boost. Satellites were stolen, and the aid request did succeed. Okay, that little bit of extra gold we put at the end wasn't necessary, but look how much competition there is. Oh, that's nuts. How bad is this one? We are currently 3,700 behind. Oh my lord. Well, as I say, hopefully we can have our own aid request. That would be handy. Neutralize governor as if 2 levels more experience. Yeah, go on, that's quite handy. Teddy's Ursa now has the beautiful neighborhood, which is kind of negated by the fact that I just lost all my science from my walls. Never mind. More coal and niter from the ground. That will help to pacify that one. We still don't have any music, but we'll get that soon. Okay, that'll all do for now. Almost got social media. Look at this. Online communities. So close. That will boost me massively on tourism, which is good because Kemmer has now gone above 1,000 culture. Oh my lord. This is going to be really tricky. Another national park. Oh yeah. Time to claim sources in this city as well. You're going to be next. You're going to be next. Don't you worry. How many turns have we got left? 14. Come on. I need to get there quickly. Macedon hasn't got nanotech just yet, and Ottomans haven't dipped into science themselves. This is good. I am really fearful of Macedon, though. Macedon are probably going to be the ones to end this game. Computers, up to 747 tourism now. I was like, why has that suddenly gone down? Then I realized all my open borders have cancelled. No. We need open borders everywhere, please. Thank you. Here are the flood barriers. Oh, these are going to be expensive, and Valletta is not in this game. Might have to build a few. We might lose some tiles. What can you do? Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you have to lose part of your empire to the sea. There we go. With most people, we're now up to about 1,000 tourism per turn. That's good. That's good. I mean, it's not enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 tourism is enough almost to get 4 tourists per turn, and Kemmer is getting 10. So we're still about, it's going to need to be about 2,000 tourism. Hey, this city flipped though. Excellent. Right. I don't know what that's going to mean for me. Hopefully it's going to be the first city that will just unlock a lot of other stuff. How come they get an aid request and I don't? Oh, fine. I mean, we want all of these to go through. I want the aid request. What happened to poor Ursa? What's wrong with Ursa? Oh well, at least it's through. Okay, we got another aid request going. We should probably put a little bit of production into this one. Oh boy, 6,000 gold behind on that. That's not good. Oh, this city's such a tease. It has space for a district, but I can't put a theatre square down because there's physically no tiles that I can grab that I can work. Oh, it's such a tease. All right, we'll try and get a harbour down, but that is frustrating. I mean, I could put bread and circuses on, but we've only got 4 population in this city. Oh, we should name it the little loggerhead, the little beach landing into Kemmer. I think this is going to be really, really good for next era. Welcome, retrospect. Am I regretting not playing secret societies at this point with old god obelisks and also being able to use cultists to reduce enemy loyalty? Yes, I am, but you've got to play Sid Meier with the full experience, you know? And by full experience, we mean terrifyingly behind at all times. Ah, yes, the way it should be. We're gonna have to save up a bunch of gold again, aren't we? I can just see it happening now. Don't steal Anshan from me. No. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Anshan is worth, again, almost 100 science per turn, given the amount of great works I've got. Social media, right, let's get our tourism on. Public works I actually don't need anymore. Online communities, in you go. Collective activism beats Raj any day. Strange sentence, that one. Sentences you only really say in Civ, eh? That confirms all of that. Now I need to really press my advantage with tourism. We need to get heritage tourism. We're up to 800, but as you can see, we're now gaining a tourist with basically everyone per turn. It's not enough, but it is an improvement. Anshan, please get back here. There's only one Ursa. You want to follow my lead. Just trust me on that one. 56 science plus about 20% with my happiness. It's quite a lot of science I'm gaining from them. Can't really afford to let that one go. You're not getting away from me. Let's go for chemistry now. See if we can get to research labs, tech up a little bit, just in case we need to go for an emergency science victory. I mean, I think that's about plan F at that point. I don't think we're going to need that one, but you never know. If a seaside resort is underwater because it flooded, does that make it just a really good seaside resort because everyone's already in the sea? I think that's how that works, isn't it? Does it still give the tourism? It still gives the tourism. It doesn't matter if it's flooded. It still gives the tourism because it's breathtaking. You know what? I approve. I approve of such gameplay decision making. That is hilarious. Oh look, Feed the World is being spread to me. It's a bit late, but I am appreciative of Feed the World. Industrial era ends in 10 turns. Yes, come on. This is what we need, ladies and gentlemen. We need the next era, Atomic. I mean, admittedly, I need the modern era. We need to actually be an era after that because that's when Wish You Are Here comes in, and that doubles tourism from things like national parks and seaside resorts and whatever, so that's really what we need, but the game is never going to get that late. The AI will win by about turn 225 is my estimation, so we're sort of running out of time. Oh, we've actually got our own great writer. That's novel. I haven't got enough space to put anything, but that's novel. Why do I keep losing all my happiness in random chunks? Is it just population growing over and over? I must just be right on the cusp of happiness here. This war between Kema and Zulu still hasn't finished, and Kema is actually bombing Zulu with aeroplanes. It's all kicking off here. You just have to say, fine. Oh, I know what happened to my happiness. Retrospect. You're a lovely, lovely city, but I think you happened to my happiness. Just spread everything around a little bit more. Oh my lord, was that just... Oh, it was. Oh yeah, look, the climate just jumped up massively because we just crossed over the 50% threshold on deforestation. So the world gained, look at that, 1,743. It just gained a huge chunk of stuff. So everything is now flooding. Good, 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 good. That's great. That's great. My whole empire's going to be underwater now. Never mind. Uh-oh. Renee, take risks. Failure. Okay, at least they got home. That's good. National Park. Cultural heritage. Sorry, Republican legacy. I really like you. I really do, but we need heritage tourism. In you go. And rapid deployment into environmentalism. Come on, tourism. Everything's gone. Everything is flooding. We don't care, though. We're just gonna live on the mountaintops. Who cares if the world is 17.5 degrees above normal? It'll be fine, right? Or Mary Leakey would be someone I would really like for 300% on tourism for artifacts. I just don't have anywhere near the resources to claim. Some games are really good for great people points. Some games are not. Oh, I've gobbled up Kabul as well, apparently. Now, actually, that resets one of my trade routes. That's really cool. We need to reset our trade routes. Scythia and Ethiopia currently don't have routes at all. Scythia I can't trade with. Neither can I trade with Ethiopia. Good, good, good. I think AI is doing that useful thing. Oh, no, they are settling on the coast. I just don't have anywhere near the trade route range. Okay, that's fine. Well, we better accept Kabul, and we better give it to someone rather awesome. Here you go, Tech Poet. Look after this wonderful city, would you? It's glorious. We finally crossed over the threshold of one tourist per person. With some people, not with everyone, but with some people. There's a lot of very advanced governments. Most people have gone either fascist or synthetic technocracy. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let me just tell you about a little bit of a plan I've got. This is my escape route, okay? Macedon still doesn't have nanotech. We've got time. Suleiman hasn't gone for science, but they have smart materials, so that could go south at any stage. Domination, I have a capital, but no one else is really doing anything. Religion is fairly split open at the moment, so it's all finally poised. However, until we see the next era, we don't know whether or not Court of Love is going to continue. If it does continue and I start eating into Kema, then the tourism victory might be on. If I can go into Zulu, again, the amount of science they've got in this area as well as the culture as well, it just everything might open up for me. However, time is not on our side. It's currently a turn 194, but I think I see a win within the next 9 turns, sorry. We are going to win this aid request whether the game wants me to or not, and I'm saving up thousands of gold to do this. That will put me on 14 diplomatic points. Then we will go and vote, and all I need to do is gain 2 points from the Congress. 2 points, and to do that I need to make sure that I walk in with more diplomatic favor than the Ottomans. I should win. On 14 points, nobody should vote against me when it comes to reducing my diplomatic points. That will put me on at least 16. I also have Statue of Liberty on 1 turn, which is going to remain on 1 turn, because if I finish it now, that will put me above 15. 15 is the point in which you can win from World Congress. 15 is the point in which the AI votes against you. 14 points, you're fine. 15 points, not so good. So I'll finish Statue of Liberty in 10 turns time. I will win the diplomacy victory. At this point, on this difficulty level, I am taking any win I can get. That is my current perfect opt-out plan. I don't know if it's going to go off seamlessly. There's a lot of moving parts here. Someone could still steal Statue of Liberty, although I can't see anybody building it right now. And I have pretty much full visibility on the map, so that is encouraging. That's really, really encouraging. Wow, this is a... What? Is your head all right there? Feels like there's a bit of a headache going on. Oh dear, sparking. It's sparking and everything. There's so much that can go wrong. So we've got to keep tourism open. But tourism, I'm starting to round a corner. We haven't quite caught up with Kema. And I haven't even got more as a percentage than them. So I'm still technically in second on that. But if we can pick up replaceable parts into chemistry, I think we are not far off being able to rush biosphere, which I don't believe has been claimed thus far. We'll double check. No, it hasn't. So we can claim biosphere and then go ham on tourism and go to like 3,000-4,000 tourism. So it's possible. It's possible that we could still win, but I have multiple routes of victory. Still, it's all about timing, because at some point, Suleiman will pick up rocketry and satellites and will go mad. Macedon will pick up nanotech and go mad as well. I don't know when that's going to happen, but if it does, we're in trouble. You know, this is a really weird moment for me here, watching tanks and bombers flying into each other in this massive war and not being involved in it. I'm the one that late game wars. This is me. This is what I do. There's rapid deployment. Now we can get environmentalism. Build 2 solar farms. Ha ha ha. Bold of you to assume I know what a solar farm is. My tech is trash. Hey, this is such a minor thing, but I know a lot of Civ 6, some very talented Civ 6 modders watch my videos. You know when you do this and you put a district down on a tile, but the yield amount doesn't go away. Do you see that's like totally bugged now? Can someone make just a mod that cleans these up? Is that possible? You know, sometimes when yields smudge together onto a single point on a tile and you can't read them anymore. Is there any way of solving this? It feels like a graphical thing that could be solved, but equally knowing Civ 6 is probably entirely difficult to get rid of as well. Just putting it out there. Maybe someone knows, short of just doing a full reset, which to be honest, I do sometimes, but not all the time. I am inherently very lazy. I kid you not, I am having to optimize a meta so hard to try and win these aid projects. The amount of aid the AI is throwing in is colossal. That's 10,000 gold. What on earth is going on? Please let me win. Just let me win. I do at least have about 3 projects all finishing this turn. Not that I think that's going to help at all, but at least I do have some projects finishing now. Okay, Angkor, what is now struggling a little bit? It's got some sources. 17 is still high, but I'm hoping beyond hope that Kema will fall into a normal or dark age. Let's start fomenting unrest. It's so unlikely this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. I need to see how bad this is. The maths just keeps changing and changing and changing. Tamiris, you are at least my ally. Have 6,000 gold. This is going to be nowhere near enough. But at least I can watch that roll over and plan accordingly. Gonna have to sell some more stuff, aren't I? Just everything I have that can be sold, sell it. Apart from diplomatic favor, I do need to actually walk into the next Congress with the most, which is really difficult because I can't buy it anymore because I have too much. Merchants are now rocking up. We got to keep an eye out for Sarah Breedlove. She's the one that provides 25% bonus tourism on trade routes. We need that. If we can get that, it'll help a lot. Menelik is now going to space. Yeah, as soon as you get close to turn 200, pretty much every single AI on Sid Meier difficulty begins to go to space. There are also rock bands flying around everywhere, but they're mostly Scythian rock bands at the moment, and she's not the tourism threat. It's Kema. So we'll keep an eye out and see how that progresses, but at the moment, it's okay. Environmentalism, up above 1,000 tourism. It's still not enough. We need to get to about 2,000 tourism, but it does help. More flooding. Even more flooding. Oh, it's immobilized quite a few of my cities here, but I don't think I've lost anything crazy important. At the moment, we are holding in here. There's sanitation, almost at chemistry. Research labs massively helps. Oh, no. It's one of my weak spies. If this one gets lost, it doesn't matter. that... okay, they actually did escape. It was in this city that it failed. Oh, fine, never mind. Just style it out. It's okay. No one will notice. How far behind are we? Another 3,000 gold. Kemmer is actually pulling away faster than I can generate money right now. This is a genuine issue. This is really bad. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Waller Bear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Kappa Yobby Virani, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Coverwoo. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!